Hi everybody, welcome to Storytime with Miss April. I'm Miss April. Thank you so much for joining me for another Storytime. Today we are going to read this book, May Among the Stars, written by Roda Ahmed and illustrated by Stacia Barrington. Now, this is a very special book because this book is based on a true story. So when a book is about a true story, we call that nonfiction. So fiction means fake, not real. And nonfiction means true. So this book is based on a true story, so you may find it in your nonfiction section of your library in some libraries, and other libraries will just have it in the picture book section if that's how they have their library organized. But I want to tell you a little bit about Mae Jemison before we read the book. But first, let's start our story time the way we start all of our story times here at Storytime Miss April, by singing The More We Get Together. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Because your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Very good. So I said I would tell you more about Mae Jemison. So there is a link below in the description of this video that shares more information about Mae Jemison. But this person here, and the person that the story is about, is Mae Jemison. And she was a ballerina and a scientist and also an astronaut. She is actually the first African-American woman to go to space. And she is awesome and to be celebrated, and she's still alive today. And so you can find videos of her on YouTube, and you can find biographies of her in your local library or on databases that you might have available through your school. And I'll link some of those things below as well. So this is called May Among the Stars, and this is about Mae Jemison. And here we go. Little May was a dreamer. They say that daydreamers never succeed, but little May was different. One day, May was working on an assignment for school and about what she wanted to be when she grew up. What will you tell them, May? I will tell them I want to see Earth. This is Earth, May, her mother said. The flowers, the grass, the forest, the mountains. We live on Earth. I know, but I want to see Earth from out there. That's an amazing plan, little May. Then you have to become an astronaut. That way you can see Earth from space. Astronaut? Do you think I could do that? Of course you can. If you can dream it, you can believe it. And work hard for it. Anything is possible. May asked her mom to take her to the library, so she searched the books about space and astronauts. After dinner, May drew pictures of space, and she even made her own astronaut costume out of old orange curtains and cardboard boxes. Later, she asked her dad, "But how do you become an astronaut? It seems impossible." You will find your way, May. Because if you dream it, believe it, and work hard for it, anything is possible. But space is so far away. It's closer than you think, little May, and you may get there sooner than you think. That night, May had a happy dream. She was dancing in space, surrounded by billions of sparkling stars. Below her, she could see Earth, floating and turning like a shining crystal ball. The next morning, May told her parents about her dream. She wanted to tell everyone, and every time she talked about it, her eyes would light up. In the classroom, Miss Bell told everyone to stand in a line on the rug. Today, we are going to share our dreams about the future. What do you want to be, and what do you want to do when you grow up? Who wants to go first? I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a teacher, football player. I want to be a mom. I want to go to space. I want to be an astronaut. All the kids started laughing. Miss Bell said, May, are you sure you don't want to be a nurse? Nursing would be a good profession for someone like you. I don't want to be a nurse. I want to be an astronaut. May felt very disappointed. On her way home from school, May was quiet. She looked out the car window. Her world turned blue and cold. Nothing was the way it used to be. At home, May started crying. Miss Bell said, "I can't become an astronaut." "What a silly thing to say," said her mother. "She told me I should be a nurse instead," said May. Her mom wiped away her tears. "Dear May, I hope you didn't believe her." "Of course I believed her. She's my teacher." "I'm sorry Miss Bell didn't encourage you, but she can't stop you. No one can stop you. Follow your dream, May, and go to space." "Thank you, Mom. I promise when I get to space, I will wave to you and Dad from the spaceship." Her mom took her hand and they started dancing. You must always repeat to yourself, if I can dream it, if I can believe it, if I work hard for it, anything is possible. May went on dreaming, believing, and working really hard. And guess what? She went to space and waved to her mom and dad on Earth. So this is a little biography about her, so I'm going to read this to you too. And I'm going to hold the book like this. I don't normally do that, but we're going to do that for now. Dr. May Jemison. May Carol Jemison was born October 17, 1956 in Decatur, Alabama. May always loved science. She loved being outside and looking up at the stars, knowing that one day she would travel to space. May is highly educated. She graduated from Morgan Park High School in 1973, and at the incredible age of 16, she enrolled at Stanford University, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in chemical engineering in 1977. After May got her MD in 1981 from Cornell Medical College, she briefly worked as a general practitioner before leaving to work with the Peace Corps as a medical officer in Liberia and Sierra Leone. When she returned home, May decided to follow her childhood dream of going to space. And she accomplished many firsts. She applied to NASA's astronaut training program and on June 4th, 1987, was accepted. She became the first female African-American astronaut. On September 12, 1992, May's dream finally came true when she traveled to space on the shuttle Endeavour mission STS-47. It was then that May officially became the first African-American woman in space. May left NASA in 1993 and became the first real astronaut to act in an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Today, she heads the Jemison Group and the Dorothy Jemison Foundation for Excellence. May speaks fluent Russian, Japanese, and Swahili. So that's our story today, May Among the Stars. And I want to tell all of you that this is such a good message. You can do whatever you want. Don't let anyone in your life tell you that you aren't capable of becoming what you want to become when you grow up. May was the first of her family to go on to college, and she was the first female African-American astronaut ever. There was no one before her, and she still did it. All right, so we're going to end today's story time with Zoom, Zoom, Zoom like we always do. Let me see your Zoom hands. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going very soon. If you want to take the trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Thank you all so much for joining me on another episode of Storytime with Miss April. I'm Miss April. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share. And if you have a favorite book you would like to see on Storytime with Miss April, please comment below to see that on an upcoming episode. See you next week. Bye!